What is going on, home arcade community? Welcome back to the Cornercade Sunday night chill and chat. Thought I'd hop on with you guys live tonight in the building because we had a great day. So I'm going to cap this off with you guys at the end of it. Wife's in bed, getting the kids to sleep. It was our son's 3rd birthday. Absolutely incredible day. I mean, what more can you ask for? My son is 3. Guys, before you know it, he's going to be joining me on the show, and he's going to be whooping ass and taking names just like his dad in the home arcade community. But, guys, before we get started, guys, look what I'm rocking right here. That's right, guys. It's a Robotron shirt. Shout out to Arcade Anonymous for their 500th subscriber giveaway. I won this on their show. This shirt is awesome, dude. It's awesome. Look at this thing. It's great. I love it. Can't get the smile off my face. I've been waiting to wear it and to show it off to you guys. So kudos to them. Stock Jock, you're a mensch, guys. Let's go. Let's get this show started, guys. We got 11 people in the house. I know this is an impromptu chill and chat, but we got some news to talk about. You want to talk about coming off a high, a home arcade high. Iconic Arcade, John D. Joint, and Media 1UP just dropping it like it's hot, dude. I told you, nuke on the home arcade community. Absolutely insane, guys. And we're gonna finish off that talk. We're gonna talk about that. Plus, where the hell is Arcade1Up? Besides giving us a middle finger, we're gonna talk about that too, guys. And Wonderland Amusements starting off their Kickstarter. But we'll get into all that. Before we start, guys, we're gonna say hi to each and every one of you in the building. Brooklyn Menace, cheers to you. Thank you so much, man, for being here. Now, when I hear Brooklyn Menace, you obviously you think VR, right? And speaking of which, I have a VR MetaQuest 2 that was gifted to me by somebody near and dear in the home arcade community. So this is going to be dope, guys. Now, I ordered some parts for it. Brooklyn, you recommended some parts for me, so we're going to do that. Now, I just got a new head strap because, you can't share head straps with other people. That's weird. At least for me, right? And I got to do like goggly nose strap. But once we get that all in the building, guys, I got it all fully charged, cleaned off, ready to go. We'll see what's up. We'll see how long the battery lasts if I enjoy it. And we have some fun playing some VR, which I never thought I would do, guys. Full transparency. Just like I never thought I'd have XL arcades in the home arcade. That's insane, right? We thought deluxe was the future. Wow. Things can just shift on a dime. It's crazy. So there's all of that we got to talk about, guys. But VR is going to be fun. We'll see what happens. If I continue to like it and it grows on me, then maybe I get that battery pack in the back too. We'll see what happens. I don't know what. We'll see what happens, guys. Well, there's a lot. Let's go. J-Rod, thank you so much, man, for being here. Let's go. That's right, man. Prince Vinny, Cornercade, what's up, buddy? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Yes, it's a dope shirt. I love it. Brian, thank you so much, man, for being here. Let's go. Guys, got to have the notifications on. I just set up the stream, put together a thumbnail, sitting here watching the Packers lose. So take that for anybody that was making fun of us Bear fans. The Packers are sitting with the Bears on the couch watching the Super Bowl. There you go. And I was like, you know what? I got some time. Let's go live. Why not? and Brooklyn's doubling down, saying you'll enjoy it. So we'll see. This will be fun. I was holding the controllers. I don't know what to. I don't know what to do. I'll get used to it. I'm sure, right? I'm sure. Jason, thank you so much, man, for being here. Cheers to you as well, my guy. Let's go. Always moderating. See, I didn't even tell Jason I was going live. I didn't get anybody a notification. That's why I gotta have those notifications on, guys. Let's do it. Oh man, where do we start, guys? Where do we start here? Okay, let's see here, guys. I mean, were you guys there rocking and rolling with James and Joe Cade on our last stream, guys? I mean, that was just madness. Like, that's what home arcade is all about. You know, we've been like just null for so long, and when I say we, I mean like products coming out the community. But here at the Cornercade, we've always been doing stuff, whether it's modding, swapping out the buttons, putting up coin doors. We're still doing things, gameplays. There's still things that are going on with our home arcade to kind of keep it fresh. Nino Brown, thank you so much for stopping by. Let's go. What's good, man? What's good? J Rod, real quick, he says, heard the Quest 3 was better with motion sickness because of the lenses. Oof. I kind of get motion sickness. that's a great pairing right there. We'll have to see how we'll see what happens once it's all plugged in, ready to go. I think I should be getting it on Thursday. I just ordered them from Amazon, the spare parts and stuff. So Brian says, my nephew has a Quest 3. He told me that I wouldn't like it because it's so disorienting. We'll see. Yeah, like I said, it's good. It's good. It could, it could. I mean, Brooklyn, do you ever get motion sickness on these things? I mean, you have a MetaQuest. I'm sure you have the best one. You have the 3, whatever, S or whatever. I got a 2. So I got a 2. So, I mean, I'm grateful to have it because I never would have bought VR. Like, let's be honest. If I had a couple hundred, I'm going to invest it into the home arcade kind of thing. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, guys, I mean, if you haven't been under a rock or been buried in iconic arcade news, because they are definitely the hot story right now, guys. I want to bring your attention over. Oh, I forgot to do one thing. There we go. I want to bring your attention over to Wonderland Amusements, guys. Now, we've been following these guys ever since the Pinball Expo 2024 in Chicago, and I myself and other people got to meet these guys, and we've seen their journey progress so far now. So when we first met them, great group of guys. They just had kind of like an empty shell. They've kind of revised that. They hired Carlos Mendoza. They've hired other people to kind of design the pinball table from the homebrew pinball community. And, we start to see the artwork. We start to see the play field. We start to see 3D renders. And now, guys, the guys are going out to Asia. And when they come back, they're going to have some playability here. We're going to have a table finally, which is going to be insane. They started up their Kickstarter, guys. I have a link to this in the video's description if you want to go ahead and hop on board to start the Kickstarter. So, yeah, this is going to be pretty cool stuff. We got to see here kind of what the artwork looks like. I like it. So I do like it. Something different. Again, it's gonna be more family oriented. So you're not gonna get, the sexy side of Alice Goes to Wonderland. But again, I don't know the story too well, but isn't Alice like a little girl? It's like, why would you? So I don't tell me out, chat. I know of the Alice in Wonderland, but I know the characters look great. Alice does look like a little zombie. I don't know why, if she's tripping out on drugs, but again, she's a little girl, so why would she be tripping out on drugs, right? So I don't know if there's different variants, to the story, but we all know of the story, right? And the characters look really cool. And guys, this makes me want to see it on that pinball table ever so slightly. Like I cannot wait to see the 3D render now applied with the pinball table. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome. And I think once you see it in action, you're going to be like, wow, this could be something that's really, really cool. Oh, Brian, thank you so much, man, for the 99 cents. You giving me a purple mustache? What does that look like? Oh, God, that looks hilarious. I'm going to go over. Dude, that's all. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, man. We got Thor KC in the house. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. That's awesome. I love mustache. I love it. And for that, guys, we got to wake up. Wake up, chat. Now I know Restream tends to it'll cutting off the video like 2-3 seconds earlier, so I'm gonna have to adjust my videos at some point here. It's a bunch of nonsense, guys. I hope that energy of dubstep. Woke you up. I know it's still early, guys. It's only 8 o'clock. It's only 8 o'clock on a Sunday. We're here live in the building, baby. Let's go. So chat, keep it rocking. Okay, J-Rod says, yes, more dark vision. Alice in Wonderland is all about drugs. There you go. So maybe she's like tripping. She sees all this stuff. I don't know. We got pinball junkies in the house. Hey, how you doing, man? Thanks so much for stopping by. So I think this will be really cool. And I cannot wait to not only see the footage, but possibly one day getting our hands on this. Getting our hands on this and bringing this to the home arcade. I really want to support these guys. These guys are awesome. Met them in person. I mean, they treated my son unbelievably. Like, my daughter's more standoffish, but my son just took, the hands of these guys, and they were all playing pinball together. I was literally dying. So I can't wait again till we see more of the final product, and there's a story told to this, because much like the Zizzle pinball, that's kind of just like you're doing high scores. This has a story. So that'll be really neat. But chat, what do you think? What do you think, guys? Are you planning on backing this thing? The one thing that I've heard from Kickstarters is that if you back it, you could potentially lose your money. That I'm out, right? That I'm out. I can't do that. But right now they have, I think, 0 backers, but there's like 376 people following this. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if it hasn't launched yet. There's 0 backers because it hasn't launched yet. So you can notify and then sign up for this when, because I don't have a Kickstarter login here, but you can notify when it goes live, and then you can, I don't know what they're going to be taking as far as a Kickstart, but under the description here, guys, the goal is simple. Is just to make real mechanical pinball affordable for everybody, right? And that's really what Mrs. CornerCult is back, baby. Let's go. She's back, guys. Give Mrs. CornerCult a warm welcome. Yeah, Google says Alice is 7.5 years. So for the P-dubs out there that wants boobies on the backlash, I don't think you want that, P-dubs. That's that's not good, buddy. But again, everybody tells a story differently. So, poor zombie Alice. Mrs. CornerCult, thank you so much for coming back, supporting the channel. You better give this video a like, Mrs. CC. Like, how you holding it down there, honey? Are the kids in bed? It's quiet out there, so that might be a good thing. I love you, honey. Let's go, dude. Okay, so where are we at here? Okay, so Wonderland's goal is to just make a pinball affordable for everyone, right? Like real mechanical pinball. And that's kind of half the struggle with these things is, not the average person can spend, $8,000 to $10,000 to $15,000 on a pinball, right? So, and they say here, while companies like Stern and American Pinball have revolutionized the hobby with exciting commercial tables, their $5,000 to $15,000 price range is kind of out of the limit for most home arcade enthusiasts. That's where Wonderland comes in, guys. Founded with the creativity behind Arcade1Up's line, reimagining pinball with high quality and affordable machines. And right here, guys, are going to show you kind of zoomed in on what those characters look like that we just kind of took a look at. So, yeah. And their target price point, guys, as we've reiterated in the past, it's under $1,000. So we'll see. $8.99 would be nice. Wonderland, if you're watching, $8.99 would be price nice. So we'll see. Notify me on the launch, and then that's where it's gonna go down. So guys, stay tuned for that. Again, the link of this will be in this video's description if you want to head over and check that out and see what's up. Prince Vinny, Alice, I hope it does, and would be awesome to see it get made. Rooting for it. Yes, this is. I would assume. And Logan loves one of his gifts so much that he went to bed with his Lightning McQueen. That is hilarious. It's chat is new. He got a new race car. This thing is not small. It's like this big, and he went to bed with it. Honey, our son's 3. Can you believe it? Let's go. Our daughter's about to be 5 and a half a heartbeat. This is insane. Okay, guys, let's do this. So where are we at here? J-Rod, Thor, what's up? Thor, I was thinking about something more, spacing them. What is going on here, Thor? Oh, here, let's backtrack a little bit here. Alice seemed to have too much charm, school appearance to be 7 years old. I'm skeptical. Okay, Mrs. CC, you got to look this up. I'm putting you on the case here. Putting you on the case. If you're not next to me, this is your job. You got to look this up now. Got to look this up. See what they age. I don't know. Does different stories tell different age gap? I don't know. Like, again, I'm not. Obviously, we've all heard of Alice in Wonderland. But I haven't really heard, I haven't really followed along, read the books, anything like that, So But yeah, I thought that'd be cool to share, guys. Kickstarter's in motion. I mean, it's crazy to see the story kind of progress. It's progressing, guys. It's progressing. So we want to hear from more of Wonderland and this Kickstarter. And Alice Goes to Wonderland with what they got going. And obviously, if this goes well, they're going to be making more and more and more. Now, guys, are you still hyped? Are you still hyped, guys, about the bombshell from Media 1-Up, Iconic Arcade, co-collaborating a John D joint to come out with an insanely insane machine, guys. And we're gonna talk about this a little bit more. I know I know there's football going on, guys, but we're live in the CornerCult here. Keep us tuned to that as well. So we're double dipping the chip here. We got some, what is it, Commanders, and the Commanders playing. Again, it's playoffs now. It's playoffs, guys. Get up or get out the way, right? All right, so here we go. So, guys, Iconic Arcade has collaborated with Media 1-Up. It's a John D joint. Now, guys, for anybody that is curious here, the John D joints, guys, are going to be like Iconic Arcade has their like cheapo introductory cabinet where the quality's crap, all that jazz, right? But this is going to be like Arcade1Up quality. Now, I'm not saying that that's the highest of quality, but it's going to be something that you are familiar with, and it's going to be much better than the original Iconic Arcade quality that they normally have. So we'll say this. Anything that's going to have a John D joint stamp of approval on that'll probably be in the box, I would assume, right? Right, chat, right? That's going to have that quality. And remember, John D is not just working with Iconic Arcade. They're going to be working with a slew of other companies as well. And that's something to get excited about. So we could potentially see, guys, 2, 3, 4 titles coming out. And even if it's titles that have been done in the past, which I'm kind of getting word on is not going to be the case, John D is not going to kind of ride the backs of Arcade1Up titles. I think he wants to do other stuff to start it off and then kind of lean in with some other stuff. So, chat, I've been in other chats and I've shouted out. Well, John D's working with Unico, right? So what if at the end of the year they announce SNK versus Capcom XXL? Chat, you buying that? SNK versus Capcom XXL. Are you in with that, chat? Because that is a thumbs up. That is definitely one that we've never seen. I would get hyped for, and I would definitely buy. So John D's working on a lot of stuff, right? And we don't know. We heard the rumblings of an XXL Centipede from Basic Fun. Who knows? Right? Like this is what we're talking about as far as like getting hyped, guys. Like, because the possibilities were endless. Before, it was just, okay, Arcade1Up, they're the main player in the company. That's it, right? Oh, and My Arcade. I kind of, guys, listen. I want you to put 2 and 2 together. Remember when we were putting 2 and 2 together and we were getting 4, right? Chat, right? DMAC is working with My Arcade, and I would assume other companies. He's doing his own I'm not following it too closely, but this is what I heard, right? Well, John D and DMAC have a relationship of some kind, right? They talk, right? I'm pretty sure DMAC is going to attempt to get a John D joint home arcade XXL from My Arcade. And you got to think what stand-up pole position would be like where it's going. I mean, there's the possibilities here like are complete. It's not just, guys, Pac-Man, NBA Jam, Mortal Kombat, and Golden Tee. Like, we got a chance, guys. And that's what I was excited for the most, is that there's no more what ifs. Remember before, it was like, well, what if, we get into so many chats and there's so many streams and you always hear, man, this would be awesome. That would be awesome. Let's do this. Let's do that. And they never come to fruition, right? It's never going to happen. Arcade1Up is not targeting to this demographic. And I think they painted themselves so far into a corner where like they can't get out of that. And this is the first time I've thought these thoughts. They're in trouble, man. They are in trouble. And to have the type of announcement that they had at CES with, hey, we got, X amount of Fast and Furious in. It's like, what? That's not an you gotta say something. You gotta get on stream and say something. You gotta have a pre-recorded video for something like, hey, we don't have anything coming for CES, but don't worry, we're gonna do something for not only the fans of Arcade1Up. You don't even have to say home arcade community. You just say the fans of Arcade1Up, but we're gonna come out with something. Stay tuned, kind of thing. I that's what I'm just saying, right? Gamer Fridge. Thank you for stopping by, man. I know Gamer Fridge is enjoying his At Games Legends Ultimate, that big BC of a multi-cade. Thumper Squid, thank you so much, man, for being here. Guys, I know I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm taking you away from playoff football. I'm sorry. But when I got thoughts, I gotta go. I gotta go, man. So show the support. Give this video a like. We got 26 people in the house. Let's get loud and let's get with it, guys. Let's enjoy the rest of our weekend here. The Sunday night. Let's do this. Thor KC says, I think Iconic looks great. It's a product Arcade1Up could and should have been made. 100%, guys. They made a Street Fighter XL, like a pro version. Like, I'm sorry, guys. If you got kids in there watching, just do the earmuffs right now, right? But what the fuck are you doing? Like, what? This is Street Fighter, bro. Like, this is your bread and butter, and you can't even get that done? Come on, man. Like, I'm sorry, man. You gotta wake up. Like, wake up. I've spoken to Arcade1Up before. It was a year ago. I've been in the room with Cyrus and their whole marketing team. Wake up. Guys, hold on. I got more passion for Arcade1Up than Arcade1Up has passion for Arcade1Up. I'm sorry. Somebody had to say it, right? Like, we always say, you chat, wake up, right? Like, this is your guys' jobs on the line. You just show up to work every day just willy-nilly, like putting quarters in the vending machine, trying to buy a fucking bag of chips, and then playing Golden Tee? Like, do something. Go get titles. Design better form factors. I don't know. I don't want to go off on a tangent, right? But if Media 1UP and Iconic can get these in front of people, they will do well. Let me tell you something. We're gonna go over all like B Kong's adjustments that he wanted to make. It's not wrong at all. And B Kong got his hands on this. I can't wait, guys. Obviously, we're gonna bring this to the corner cave. Like, what kind of stupid? Obviously, right? Like, so we're probably gonna sell off some arcades. It's 2 for the price of 1 at this point. That's the one thing that kind of stinks here. But it's not something that we hit the crisis button mode, right? We don't have to, hit the red button of red alert, right? Because it's clear to me that Arcade1Up is literally going to be doing Pac-Mans and claw machines. And they might not even do that. Like, honestly, they might even just drop off something, do something totally different, right? So, with that being said, guys, I want to say this. I believe in this product. This product knocked my sock. And I know, guys, it's a Street Fighter, right? It's a Street Fighter. We've seen it 100,000 times. And let's bring it down again. One more for the people here. But there's elements to this that just have not been done before, right? We're talking about a 9/10 scale. I know it's just a hair bigger than an XL, right? We're talking about a dynamo in an XL form factor. That's never been done before. So right there, I mean, wow. Like, we're in the right spot. Got the Alpha series on there, 1, 2, and 3. Street Fighter Third Strike. So this gets me hyped. This gets me excited. And it's also like the passion behind this whole thing. So you saw John D in tears there. This is a passion project. These guys give a shit. I just want to be honest with you guys. Media 1UP and give John D all the shit you want, but John D cares at the end of the day. You don't get that out of Arcade1Up. I'm sorry, guys. And Arcade1Up, you can come out next week with something bozo bananas and blow the socks off this community, right? But they don't care. In fact, they've given you guys the middle finger at the end of the day. They've given us all the middle finger. The whole entire home arcade community, Arcade1Up has given us the middle finger. They've completely abandoned ship. They sever ties with guys like Travis MCP. I don't know what the hell's going on over there. And it's actually, it's a good thing, right? Everything happens for a reason, chat, right? In life, everything happens for a reason. If John D never would have left Arcade1Up, got fired, whatever, right? We would never be in this circumstance that we would have now. CES, we would have had nothing for an announcement. We've all been sitting here staring at each other. But because John D is not there anymore, this now has happened. This is the future right here, guys. Like, you got to see it. Now, again, if you're a multi-K fan, this definitely has something for you as well. 100%. So there's a lot to go in with this, and we're going to talk about it, guys. With the excitement that we had of last stream, we're trying to get all the information. We had the chat flying. We can slow things down a little bit tonight, and really talk about this a little bit more. So Daniel Adams says, and Daniel, you're a new face in the same place. Welcome to the Corner Game, man. Iconic arcade Street Fighter Alpha skin looks good, except the watch out marquee. They're gonna fix that. 100%. They're gonna tone down the wattage from the lights, and I think they're gonna do some stuff with that. But yeah, I completely agree. I would have loved to see like the marquee done properly, because that would have been popping even more, guys. And I want to know, we'll get to it, but I want to know if you guys are pre-ordering this and which one you're gonna get. We've been burned so many times with pre-orders. I'm gonna get one, but I'm not pre-ordering it. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I mean, Arcade1Up has literally burned me every time on a pre-order, so I'm gonna get it. Just I'm not pre-ordering, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Again, this is 6 months away, guys. 5-6 months away. We got time. Let's see here. Prince Vinny, what you have in mind? What cabs you willing to part with to bring one of those XXLs to the Cornercade? Let's see here. So we talk about Street Fighter, the Dynamo. Thought I'd never sell it, right? Well, that would be on the chopping block, because a lot of the same games are going to be on there. So that would be the Dynamo would be sold, or we got some moving and grooving parts that we want to do, guys, because we're still going to be doing that Golden Axe mod and the WrestleMania mod. We'll still talk about that stuff, but we're still going to be doing those. But maybe you take a look at, I don't know, that's a good question. Like the Dynamo, Street Fighter, I don't know, maybe Big Buck. I think Big Buck would be on the chopping block. And then, the new XXL would stand right next to the right of Time Crisis, the right of my pinball machine here. And again, it's going to be a slow process, guys. It's going to be a slow process. This isn't going to happen overnight. But I think the more John D can work with other companies, the more they can come out with stuff, the more we can kind of transform our home arcade into the bigger boys. Tony, see, I totally get it, but this is different. I totally get it, and this is different for twofold. You gotta please the man. So John D, much like anybody else, he's gotta go to the bean counters. He's got to go to the investors and say, look, I can do this. Let me show you. If you were to come out, and it's coming too, like SNK versus Capcom, Tekken, those titles are coming. I can guarantee you guys. I can mark it. I want you to bookmark this right now. January 12th, 2025. Guys, it's a month away till my birthday. I'm about to be 39. That's insane. But bookmark this day. Tekken will come. Now, I'm not saying it's coming this year. Could be next year. I don't know. They got to do online for that. It's going to be a lot of research and development, right? So we're focusing. John D's focusing on this. We all want to focus on other things but you got to understand the first title that Arcade1Up came out with was Street Fighter, right? And they came out with a couple other ones. You got to come out with a banger. You got to come out with Capcom's best. You got to show the bean counters. Hey, look, this is what we can do, right? Then you got to go back to them and say, hey, look, now that I proved that, just want to let you know, we're going to go over it. We're going to do Tekken. Now, it's not as popular as Street Fighter, but we have a roadmap. There's plans. You'll get paid still, yada, yada, right? You got to come out with something like this. Now, I will say, John did freshen up again, new form factor. Let's actually bring that up again. Let's do this. Let me bring up visual to you guys so you guys see what I'm talking about. So we got the new form factor. It's an XXL, right? Let's bring this over here. Bring me down. Okay, so let's see where we at. Let's get a good picture here. Okay. So, John, this is a new form factor, right? I'll give credit to this. Guys, listen. Arcade1Up, again, they were in their heyday still, but this is a total refresh from the World Warrior skin that they put out with. And I got to be honest with you, that was my first Street Fighter cab I got. And I always said I wish they would have remade this one in a deluxe. And here it is right here. So there's so many improvements over that. I mean, everything is improved over that. I'm actually kind of excited to be playing on a 19-inch screen. Guys, me, at the corner gate here. Me and my family were well set on deluxe, but Arcade1Up isn't coming out with. You're never gonna get a Tekken. You're never gonna get SNK versus Capcom. Forget about it, guys. Now I'm not saying you can't not buy Arcade1Ups. The cool thing now is, you'll always kind of bank on that 1XL a year that we can kind of take a look at now. Now I feel like a fool for not getting Killer Instinct, right? God bless America. That I wouldn't pay $1,000 for it though. That's still a ripoff. But you got this form factor, guys. And again, marquee aside, that's gonna get corrected. The power button here is gonna get moved again. B Kong did an awesome video on kind of like what should kind of be done. So I guess you have to shut down the Pi and then you have to shut down the power. Which I don't know, Jack. Can I just turn? All my stuff runs on smart plugs. Can I just hit the Alexa off button and it's done? Like, let me know. Let me know down below, right? So, yeah, we got that. There's a button right there. That'll be moved, I would assume, because you just can't have that there. You just can't have that there. Was there another? Yeah, here we go, right here. So, okay, that's about as close as I can get. 19-inch screen is going to be an improvement over 17-inch. Speaker grill covers, those are what we've grown to come across. Now, the buttons and sticks, I will say this. I have all real buttons, IL, with Cherry micro switches in mine. I'll probably just swap those into the new ones. And then when we sell them, I'll sell the old ones. I'll put the arcade buttons in, the old Arcade1Up buttons in there. But I'll have nice buttons. You guys, I highly recommend upgrading those. But that was kind of like the one complaint is the buttons and sticks. I still think the sticks, though, in this one are like bigger and they look better than the Arcade1Ups ones. But again, we won't know until we get hands on the machine. Headphone jack. I don't know if Raspberry Pis have Bluetooth, but they have Bluetooth. You can just pair your headphones to them, right? Like, why do you need a headphone jack? But whatever. It's there. Again, more features, more better. You got that's going to be moved too. So that here, let's get a shot of the control panel here. So that's what that head jack is. I know it's kind of small. There's going to be another Fight 1, Fight 2. So the Fight 1 button will be here. Fight 2 button will be here. And that's to put coins in and then to actually hit the start. I will say this is LED light. I don't actually like that as for the power button because once you get all your arcades, they're all like LED lit up a little bit. And it's kind of like annoying to the eye and it might reflect again on the screen. Who knows? But that I don't like. I know it's something different. But John D, if you're watching, listening, Media 1UP, I would just get rid of that or highly tone that LED down where it's like just noticeable. There's a nice little dial switch for the volume, so that I do like because the Arcade1Up ones are so janky that you feel like you're gonna break them when you're messing with them. They're just made out of plastic. This one has a nice dial to it, kind of like the MVSX. So all good things here. Now I do think that they're going to move this bezel back with monitor a little bit and give this control panel a couple more inches of space because it looks like it just cut off. Again, this is, I guess, the HS1 Dynamo body style. So, yeah, it's not going to have that like curved piece that the HS5 behind me has. But yeah, and then there's like a little gap here that B Kong was showing off that they're going to line up right. And then again, this plastic deck protector that was on, guys, that's going to be that play guard finish. So that's awesome. That's something I really, really wanted. And then you have your 2 USB ports up here. Molded coin door, guys. Let's see if I can get a shot here. Beautiful. I think this should be raised up a little bit and to put the cash box one underneath it. So same kind of thing, but like just make a little cash box one. I think that would help fill out that area a little bit. That would be nice. I think that can go a long way just to differentiate yourself from Arcade1Up. Just do a little something different, right? Now the big complaints here were what the side art. Again, guys, me. The machines are all smashed together. I think the side art looks fine. I think if anything, I think they should have taken the gravel part and just made that black. Put more tribal, like put tribal up to here or something. Kind of fade it out to black, and then just make this black. Right? That's just me though, and I think this looks great. My wife had no complaints about it. I truly have no complaints about it. There were some rumblings. Community chat, let me know down below what you think. But these machines are all smashed together, and I can see the side art anyways. And if you don't like it, guys, there's plenty of third-party companies that you could help support. Like Michael B. I know he was like, I'm not buying it. Michael B., come on, man. Help support these smaller companies. So now you could reskin this, make a video out of it, and call it a day and get your favorite cabinet. Because, he only collects the XLs. When are you going to see an XL Dynamo? Available in Canada, too. That's huge. So John D is making this available everywhere, all over the place. So that's nice. So I think it's great. This is the one I'm going to be pre-ordering, or not pre-ordering, I should say getting, because I don't want to pre-order. It's just, a little scary about that. Been burned too many times the pre-orders, but this is the one, the World Warrior. I'm going to be getting this one. Just so iconic, so awesome. Now the alpha looks great too. If you had infinite money, you're getting everything, right? The thing that sucks though about this is the price point now. So before we were accustomed to seeing $3.99, $4.99. Now we're up to $6.99. So that's the only thing I get. It's like a 2-for-1 now. So I got to sell 2 to get 1. So that's, I don't know how I feel about that, right? I don't know if I want to do that. But yeah, let me see what you guys have to say. Let's scroll. Okay, so Tony C is gonna collaborate there. He's gonna say, how about a vertical shooter cab? I'm sure it'll come. I'm sure it will come at some point. There's a method to the madness. Trust me, John's done this once before with Arcade1Up. They didn't get to 4 million without 4 million sales without his help in doing so. So Long and Low says the reason for a Street Fighter, you'd figure a new product with licensing from a new partner is going to sell something that people know everywhere. Exactly. So we kind of piggybacked off that. You got to go with those titles, unfortunately. That's going to just appeal to the masses. Then you start branching out a little bit. Maybe Iconic Arcade, we trust you. We know the plan. We've established our quality now because people have got this into their homes. They're like, hey, it's not that bad. It's not like our other arcades. So maybe they'll purchase a Centipede XXL from us, or maybe they'll purchase a Crystal Castles XXL, or maybe they'll do something way off the wall that we didn't kind of expect, right? So that's like, there's hope again. And that's what was been missing for so long in the home arcade community, is there's never hope. You had to mod your own stuff to get it. It's crazy. I never seen, people, a community with money saying, please take my money, make me something. And the company's like, no, we're not making that. It's insanity. It's literally insanity. I've never seen it. It's crazy. Tony C says, I was never into fighting cabs, into beat 'em ups and shoot 'em ups, shmups. But yeah, that's, there's a little bit of variety on here. Stock Jock, thank you so much for stopping by. Yep, this is all you, my guy. Thank you. I got lucky. I was the winner of that. It was great. I was going nuts. Long and Low says, if this does well, you're talking completely open possibilities from a licensing company that will give it a green light on anything. 100%. Long and Low, guys, you got to listen. This is why I'm hyped right here. Right here, guys. The possibilities now are endless. I mean, we so many people have. What about this? What about that? Afterburner, right? I'm willing to sacrifice it. I'm willing to get on the XXL train. I'm willing to get on the XL train, right? Just to have those titles finally. And I'm okay with that. Time Crisis I'll probably keep because we'll probably never see an XXL Time Crisis, but who knows, right? Who knows? Yeah, Gamer Fridge, I'll sell that if someone can make an XXL MBE Jam. That's going to be my concessions. And hopefully it's a 2-player. If it's not a 2-player, that's okay. That's okay, because we can always support local businesses. Greg, 99 Lives, can make a 2-player control panel. He made one for the Shack Jam, so we can definitely do that. Fred Burner, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Let's go. Adam Collab, let's go, baby. Thank you for the support. Anytime, dude. Hey, you guys are, Media 1UP is on fire right now. Keep the momentum going. Like, don't stop, guys. Like, this home arcade community, your customers, your fans, give us as many cabs as you can throughout the year. We'll make it work, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. We want to transform the home arcade. And I never thought I'd have a home arcade without a single Arcade1Up product, but it's trending. The needle is pointing in that direction. Let's go. Maurice, what's going on, man? Welcome to the Cornercade. Let's go. Yeah, I love that. Hey, Adam, you're always spreading this around. So the heart, the fire. What's the finish line? What's the checker flag? Let me know. I've seen that before. Let me know. James hates everything. Thank you so much for stopping by. Says you are going to make me channel my best Jordan. Stop it. Get help. Yeah, was that the McDonald's commercial or something, or was it the don't do drugs commercial? It's like, stop it. Get help. That's so funny. All right, guys, let's see what's going on. Tony C. I'm pretty sure I'm going with Glenn's FU cab with 26 monitor. Great option as well. I'll still cover these products, but You can't get all the products. I think the big one with Glenn is the price, the weight. Because when if you were to skin it, which most people are going to skin this thing, I mean, you're looking with shipping roughly around $2,000, give or take, right? Plus, you got to put games in this thing. It's a lot to do, a lot to do. So I'm probably out on that one. And I love Glenn. He's such a cool guy. But again, not every product's for me. I only have one At Games product, and I love At Games. So, but Glenn, keep doing your thing. Support Glenn, like everybody, all the companies, right? All of them. Prince Vinny. Yeah, he's now starting out. So many people like Street Fighter, so he'll get sales. Yeah, so we kind of touched on that. 100%. Thor, big Thor KC is in the house. With the XXL running on Pi 5, the included titles don't even matter. Yeah, again, some people like to keep it just licensed, but you can literally make this whatever you want. You could reskin it, and you could do like the a badass thing would be to do is do like a Ghosts and Goblins, Ghouls and Ghosts or something. Put all the games on there, and you could reskin it to that. It's got the white trim on there already. Wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. Got a text message from my wife. I got to charge my son's car. I can definitely do that when I'm done with the show. Carlo, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Happy New Year's, Danny. Chat, hope all is well. We're kicking 2025 off with a bang, dude. I'm so glad that you're here and everybody else is here. Guys, I'm sorry I took you away from football, but we're having fun here at the Cornercade. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I know I'm a little bit behind in the chat, but that's good. That's a good thing because, guys, keep talking because that's what's going to keep the show going. Fred Burner says 1,000 for a KI was insane. Yeah, there was one that was being sold like 4 hours north of me, $500. It's still the plastic on like the mat and everything. I should have, looking back on it, made the trip and bought it. I didn't know this was coming. John D, if you could have gave me a heads up like a month ago, that would have been great. I would have gotten it 100%. I could switch out the marquee. That's okay. But yeah, I didn't know that we would be in this. I had no clue, guys, that we would be switching over to XL. It's a culture shock, guys. It's insane. Okay, here we go, Tony. See, shedding a little light on the smart plugs. So Pi 5 has a gentle shutdown. Otherwise, the image might get fried. Okay, so it looks like these smart switches are going to have to be replaced. And we're going to have to just shut down everything manually because eventually we'll have a full arcade of these things. It will corrupt the SSD if you don't turn it off right. They got to like figure that out because not everybody's going to know that shit, right? They're just going to be like turning buttons off willy-nilly. I don't know. I hope everything goes good with that, right? And you don't put it on a... Yeah, the Street Fighter does look badass. So, guys, let me know. Did you get the alpha? We haven't seen the... Well, we've seen the alpha, let's be honest. But I can bring up the... I think I'll bring up both of them here. Guys, if you pre-ordered one, let me know in the chat. Let's see what is up. Okay, where are we at? Here we go. Wait, that's not what I wanted. Let's bring up both of these cabs right now and take a look. There we go, the USA tab. I don't know why it's called USA. It's iconic USA or something, or the USA region, but that's why. All right, guys, so this is it right here. These two guys right here. You got the Alpha 2 Street Fighter and the World Warrior. I'm so happy that you guys at Media 1UP came out with two. You gave us a choice. I think going forward, you should do that. So if you order like 1,000 of these things, 500, right? Or vice versa. 250, whatever the numbers are that you order, divide it in half and give us two skins. I love that idea. That should be something that's going forward permanent. It gives people a choice, and that's something we really... Arcade1Up did that a little bit, with the Jousts, the Dig Dugs, right, from the Pac-Mans and the Mortal Kombats, but they stopped doing that. Mike Cockhurts, thank you for being here, my guy. Thank you for stopping by. That's one thing that I didn't like. I wanted some options and stuff. So yeah, Fred Burner saying that OG Street Fighter cab is growing on me. The Alpha was an immediate like, though. Again, you cannot go wrong with any of them. It's hard to pass up on the OG. Now, I tell you right now, if they were to come out with a third strike, and this is part of the reason why too I'm not pre-ordering, because if they come out with a third strike, because it's rumored that they're going to come out with other skins. I got to get that, depending on how it looks, obviously. But third strike, That's where I really want it, because that's gonna be the main game that's be playing on there. I love all the Street Fighter games. I'm a Street Fighter guy, but Third Strike, dude, it's just so incredible. Absolutely incredible. All right, Julio says, if they're taking suggestions and listening to the community on how the cab should be, they should analyze the feedback, customer surveys, or something, not just listen to the Illuminati suggestions. That is, yeah. Everybody's got something to say for sure, and I think they should. I think Media One Up should take that all into consideration. Put it on your website. I think honestly, like, they did a great job. Again, these are renders, or not renders, but these are prototypes, right? And I think honestly, they did a great job with this. Yes, there's some B Kong, showed that, hey, like the screen is recessed a little bit too much. Maybe that bezel should be black. There are little like nuances, but again, this is a prototype, guys. So they're still gonna have 2-3 months to kind of get this concrete, like screw cap covers, for example, on the side art, right? That's something that should be a must. So I know Adam's in here listening. You jot that down. That's got to be a must, right? Lit up coin door, you guys got right. HDMI out, 19-inch monitor, BOE monitor. Thank you for getting that one correct. But yeah, that all that stuff is great. And should all it should listen to everybody, right? Because somebody's gonna bring something up, like, what about this? Like, oh yeah, I never thought about that, right? I think this is it's great. This is awesome, and this is a Street Fighter cab, guys. Listen, the community like leveled out. Anybody that's made an iconic arcade video about this, there's views of the wazoo, guys. Like, people are interested, man. I mean, you had CNN down there. Like, this is a Street Fighter. Like, can you imagine if Tekken comes out? Adam, I know there's some titles on the. You got it. Well, you guys got Sega. I mean, anything Sega. Good God Almighty, I'm about to fall out my chair. Sega Star Wars Trilogy, please. Sega Star Wars Trilogy. You got Bandai Namco. You got Capcom. This is exciting, guys. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Much like this guy right here. Let's go. That's right. Visel, thank you so much, man, for stopping by and supporting the channel with a $4.99 super chat. Video game controller hobbies, along with unhappy with a broken arm. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Visel, for being here and supporting the channel as always. J-Rod saying, hey, what's there to complain about? You're basically getting a full-size cabinet. Feel better quality, $699. But you can split the first payment. I love that. Love that. I wish you could divide it into 4 payments, but I'll take the split, right? $350. Nice. Love it. Getting this in the hands of people in the community is so important. Like, so important, man. Like, because again, we touched it. It's a little bit higher. $399, $499. It's kind of what we're used to. Again, these are bigger cabinets. A little bit more to offer. So there's more features, light up coin door, the HDMI out. There's a lot more features with bigger monitor. So they're coming in, like, Arcade1Up would be charging $1,000 for this, right? Could they be? I don't know. Like, so they're around the same price point as an XL Arcade1Up would be. I think this is good. This is gonna be awesome. Like, when the HDMI out, guys, we can play like games together, right? Or you guys can watch a stream. Like, think about it. You could have YouTubers like have a tournament, and we can all just broadcast it. That'd be cool. I can play James Hates Everything, and you guys can watch. You guys can watch that. That'd be fun. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, bringing fun back to the community. B Kirby, thank you so much, man, for being here and stopping by. Let's go, dude. Thor KC says, there's something about the omelet 90s red and purple pattern that triggers a memory of working in a casino. Shutter. Yeah, and I'll stick with the alpha. I just like, again, that there's possibilities for everybody. Like, there's choices, like, there's choices. Okay, thank you so much, man, for being here. Let's go, Danny. Relapse Production. Media One Up is giving the community what they're asking for. Do you think Arcade1Up will thrive based on their prices being lower? What are your thoughts? No. So this is kind of like the big concern. Great question, by the way, Relapse. Thank you so much, man, for being here and supporting the channel as always. I think you got two different, like, you're gonna have two different companies doing two different things, unfortunately. And arcade, companies always look at each other like, huh, maybe I can steal that or do this or do that, right? Media One Up is going to be working with companies to kind of get more of the hardcore titles that we never had before. That's my feeling personally. You will never, hell will freeze over before you have Arcade1Up making SNK versus Capcom Deluxe. Okay, that's not going to happen. The days of us saying, well, what about Hydro Thunder? It's like that was never going to happen with Arcade1Up. That has a shot to happen down the road with Media One Up. Like titles like that we've never had before. Right now, I'm not saying Hydro Thunder because that's a midway title, but what we know is he has Sega, he has Bandai Namco, and he has Capcom. So there's a lot of flexibility. There's a lot of things that you can do there. So I don't think, and again, Arcade1Up is going to be targeted to the mass, right? And even though this is a Street Fighter, again, that could be targeted to the mass, it's going to be more hardcore enthusiasts, right? And I don't think he's going to be making like 20,000 of these cabinets. I think it's going to be smaller quantities, maybe 500, 1,000, 2,000. I don't know. We'll have to ask John, right? But I think he's going to be selling these things out. I really do think that this is the start of a new beginning. Oh, Mark, could you be breaking some home arcade news here? He says it's at Games Pinball down again. Can somebody hop on their pinball and see? Check for Mark's Mental Arcade for us. Wait, so you pre-ordered the alpha? Let's go, dude. Gonna be excited. I'm getting it. I'm getting the World Warrior. I'm getting it. Oh, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting. There'll be a whole new layouts in arcade. It's gonna be insane. And I only had one XL that was a Golden Tee. And I had like a bad experience with that from Arcade1Up. The XL Golden Tee, it's all right. It was all right. But the screen was horrible. And I don't know how I feel about the form factor again, but I think I'm gonna like the XL. I think I'm gonna like the XL. We'll see. Prince Vinny saying, damn, you missed out on Killer Instinct 5 hours away. Maybe you can. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm sure somebody will be selling something on Marketplace, right? There's always somebody selling something. Long and Low, I love both, but I still have Legacy Street Fighter, so I went with the Alpha. And I can guarantee you guys, honestly, and I don't know, again, once you get this in your home arcade, the size difference of these things, if you're going to be like, well, these deluxes and the risers, like, I got to get these things out of here. That looks weird, right? And that's what I was like, holy cow. Like, I think cabs that could still fit in as far as height and size go, Fast and Furious, that'll be okay. Big Buck Hunter, Time Crisis, at Games Pinball. But I think these are going to be bigger where it's going to look goofy. Like, can you imagine the Street Fighter XXL next to the Slim Katie? I should do that for size comparisons, but that just looks goofy. Like, it just looks a little weird. So, Adam saying, we hear you. Anything is possible. Now, listen, we heard this from Arcade1Up. We heard this from Arcade1Up before. Don't let us down, man. I'm telling you. I could get a list this long. Like, here, Adam, write it down. X-Men 6-player. XXL Deluxe, or not XXL Deluxe, XXL, X-Men 6-player. If you can even do an X-Men 2-player, if you can do an X-Men 4-player, X-Men, that would be awesome. We'll get there's so many guys. We could be here all night, again doing this all over again. There's so many titles that we just want and crave, and we want to put in our home arcade and make it electrifying again. Bring that passion back to retro gaming. George, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Let's go, family. That's right. We're back, baby. He's tuning in from Costa Rica. George, you got frequent flyer miles, my guy. This guy goes to Costa Rica every other month. It's insane. Thank you so much, man, for tuning in internationally. Give me an international thumbs up on this video. That'd be dope. Oh, my God. I love you guys. All right, let's scroll down here. My mouse is freaking out. Tim York says, Danny, I pre-ordered the Alpha 2. I'm supporting John D's vision of the future. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Get your pre-orders in. Again, I'm gonna wait. Again, we don't know what's gonna happen. Definitely getting one. It's rumored that these are supposed to be at retailers too. So like Target, Walmart, Amazon, that'd be dope too. We're just gonna see. And I'm hoping that, again, I know John put all of his passion right now into this project. And John D, thank you. Thank you, dude, for having that. Like, I've been on the phone with John before. And trust me, he's got passion, man. But like I have that same, I don't have any contacts, money, or know-how whatsoever, but I still got that passion that John D has to get in the titles and the form factors in your home arcade. Because you know what, guys? It's not about anything else. Okay. It's not about anything else in the home arcade community. It's not. It's not. It's not about drama. It's not about anything else. It's about getting games into your home arcade with the right form factor, the right components, the right parts. Let's go. The right games. Like, man, we've reached this. I never thought I'd be able to play a Street Fighter Third Strike without modding a cabinet or downloading off the internet, which I don't know how to do, like, or whatever. Like, I got an officially licensed game now. Like, that's awesome. It's incredible. Like, that's what I'm talking about, man. And that's why we're sitting here preaching all day, man. Absolutely love it. Your gaming techie is in the house. Let's go, dude. Behind because caught the stream late. That's okay. Have fun in VR. I'm always there in there. That's awesome. If you're prone to motion sickness, just ease into the games. Don't go crazy at first. Try things like Walkabout Golf. That's what I heard. Walkabout Golf is one. Okay, good to know. Because yeah, I don't want to be thrown up. I gotta get my wife in VR too. That's gonna be hilarious. I'm gonna be dying, dude. She's gonna be like, it's a whole new world, you know. J Rod says option of HDMI out is a to a large screen. Use USB controllers. Just another thing to do. True. Gives you options. Like, why not? Put it to a 100-inch TV, right? Have some fun. B. Kirby, he got the alpha. Absolutely loves the choice of artwork. Yes, they both look. I love, Adam, I love just the option to have that. Again, I can't reiterate that enough. So, like, if you guys were to come out, just throwing out there, right? Let's say we reskin this, right? You guys sell out, successful. You want to make some more, right? You're on the same games lineup, whatever. Do a final fight, do a third strike. Just saying, right? A lot of people would go crazy for that. A lot of people go crazy for anything, really. Me, Ricky's in the house. Anybody else miss the Arcade1Up 299s at Walmart? I like modding them. They're okay. I think those days are well beyond us. And I think this bigger, badder form factor is going to be awesome. Long and Low says, as much as I still want Arcade1Up to thrive, you won't see many new titles coming. The passion of John D is what's going to bring these titles back. I'm excited for the direction of Media1Up. Again, I highlight that, right? Like, I cannot stress that enough. This is it's amazing. What can you say? I think there's too many people at Arcade1Up that just don't know about arcades and like the true like meaning why you have this form factor, why you're doing this. Like, again, it's just me. It's just me, right? It's just my 2 cents. I think that passion is what keeps it thriving. Like, if you don't have passion in something, you're just walking in, you're just going to work. You're not doing anything. You don't have passion, guys. You know it. I'm sure you work with people that don't have passion at your work. They're just there to make a paycheck, right? Well, they're not making the company better. But this is totally different. And I'm excited. I got that passion, man. Oh my God, I'm excited, dude. And again, it's Street Fighter, but it's the possibilities, it's the future we're projecting. The form factors that could come out, unreal. Think of anything. Think of your XXL shooter, your XXL driver, anything. Stock Jock is in the house. Danny, I don't see them doing small runs of games, especially since they say they are working into getting the retail space. I hope John D and company don't bow down to these retailers. We'll see. I think John has learned a lot with Arcade1Up. He's going to do things his own way. He's not going to get conned into being in a corner and then you're kind of screwed, So, you could be right, Stock Jock. They could be, I don't know. It's all speculation at this point. Maybe they'd keep these 2 skins and roll with it. Who knows? Big Fisher says, what retailers will carry Media1Up cabs? Danny, arcades back in the day were all different station sizes. You're not wrong. That's what I'm saying. But it just looks like they look like babies. So, like, I guess if, like, take it like this. NBA Jam, right? Just take NBA Jam, whatever. Just NBA Jam, the cabinet, right? 4 players, whatever. And then you got that next to like a cabaret, like modified Miss Pac-Man, like the weird cabaret that like is smaller than Arcade1Up. Yeah, you're not wrong. they are all real arcades. It just kind of looks a little goofy, like, and that's kind of like what this is kind of going to look like. Now, again, we're not going to change everything out. I don't think Media 1UP is going to make a Blitz XXL. So it's going to be very interesting to see what kind of goes on, what kind of transpires and things like that. You hope for an NBA Jam. You hope for some of the old cabinets that you had because you don't want to lose those. But again, I think Media 1UP is going to be doing different things and not so much riding Arcade1Up's coattails on kind of like the been there, done that. They needed to establish themselves with like a Street Fighter. Again, John's going to be working with Capcom. That's his bread and butter. But I think they needed to establish this to then in order to then move on to the next thing. But the rumored retailers were like Walmart, Target, Amazon. I think, correct me if I'm wrong. And I think there's going to be, there was like an article that was put out, I think. I don't have that article, but I know it was kind of going around the community. I forgot, I saw it, but I forgot what it, and there should be like other titles and stuff. I think it said too, which is great. Awesome. Tim said, I got a place for the Alpha 2 right at the entry of the arcade nook that would look beautiful. Artwork screaming, coming to play. Like you're already envisioning what these are going to look like in your home arcade. Let's go, baby. Weissel said the fact that a CNN spot is pretty cool. Yeah. So that's why you go to CES, guys, right? Because, everybody's there. The who's who is there, and you get the word out. You get the word out. Because not everybody knows about this. That's, we eat, breathe, and die this stuff, So, if you're just a casual, you're like, oh, what is this thing? You had no idea, right? You had no idea. Alan, what's going on, man? Says, would there be any benefit to going through a retailer versus pre-ordering? The only benefit I would see, like Alan, is if like you had a target circle points or like the red card where you can save 5% or you apply your credits or you have gift cards, right? Gift cards. I got like a Visa gift card and I got an Amazon gift card right now. So for me, to knock off $150, that's kind of dope, right? So yeah, depending on like gift card situations or like if there's sales, who knows? But there is, Media 1UP is doing, I should say, Iconic Arcade. You're gonna get Captain Commando if you pre-order it, so you get another game. I'm not gonna lose sleep over not having that game or not. So it is cool. Shout outs to Media 1UP and Iconic Arcade for doing something. I always said, like, do something for pre-orders, like do something, like get people hyped. Slash $100 off, throw an extra game on there, throw a couple extra games, whatever, right? Like, that's awesome. I like that. Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped, Coolio. Hopefully this can be an awesome, awesome year for home arcades, man. See here, Mini Ricky. I wish Arcade1Up could just do a few more 80s cabs. Those seem to be the best form factor for them. One player at a time, one cab shape. Yeah, I don't think they can handle much of anything right now. But who knows? We look at it's weird, guys. I literally, it's gonna be crazy. Like I'm gonna be looking forward to like, okay, what's their XL release, right? What's Arcade1Up's XL release this year? And it's gonna be like, oh man, like it's like, should I have gotten Golden Tee Midway? Like, should I have gotten that? Like, oh man, I think Arcade1Up's gonna do the Miss Pac-Man XL this year. That's just the baby blue. Like, how do you not, right? How do you not? I'd bring that one to the arcade for sure. I mean, who wouldn't, right? Super Fat Habit says, the issue no one has discussed is only Namco, Atari, Midway, and Capcom will get you 14 games on a cab. So John D can sell $800 XXL cab with 4 to 5 games is the question. I think so. I think, guys, we're at the point. I think these cabs are going to retail for $6.99. That website that it's on, and I can show you guys too. Let's see. Let's do this. Let me just show you guys real quick. Where am I at? Where am I going and where am I at, guys? That's the question. All right. I always love when I got multiple tabs open. So let's do this. Let's replace this and let's do that. I'm going to show you guys kind of what we're talking about here. So the website, let's do this. Let's bring you guys back into the fold here. There we go. I'm just going to take your comment down real quick so we can see real quick. So if you scroll down, this website claims, I mean, come on, you're selling Galaga Deluxe for $1,400 and now it's $337. You're saving $1,000. So this is one of those websites that tend to like jack up the price. Again, I cannot say that for certain. Adam, you're here in the building. let us know. But I think these are going to retail for $6.99. That's just my 2 cents. Now maybe they do retail for $800. I don't know, but these are kind of fishy down here. It's kind of like, this is not, the Dynamo was never $619 or $719. Like, just kind of funny. Again, that's just something that I saw. But yeah, so but yeah, $700 price point. And I think we're at the point, guys, that we just want the games. And I always said that. We always talked about it. Like, guys, would you pay a little bit more just to get something different? Like WrestleMania XXL. Like, yeah, we would, It sucks, don't want to. I wish these things were $4.99, right? But I think it's just, we're so fed up with it. We just want to build a home arcade. We just want to have titles at the wazoo. We want to have a fun game room because that's what this hobby is about. And I think that, and chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's where we're at. To get to your question here, I think that's where we're at. There's a lot of cool calves that can be made, guys. Oh my God. Like, wow. A good question too. And I got Adam in the building here, and maybe you can answer this. I know I'm a little bit back behind the chat here, but Adam, like, John D was always about like keeping the authenticity of the cabinet. Why did he go with, let's see, let's bring this back in here. Oh wait, I can just do this. We talked about the World Warrior cab. Like, why was the side art, like, why did that change up? Was that, like, what was the decision behind that? It looks great. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, John D was always about keeping it authentic. I'm just curious. That's something I haven't heard at all. I wish I was at CES in that booth. Oh my God, I would have been like a kid in a damn candy store. Like, literally, my God, like, the questions, it's nonstop. It's nonstop, dude. It's just, the art is a form factor. I keep watching videos on this in the shorts and just seeing the form factor. It's so cool, man. We're back, baby. Like, this is what I said. I was, saying this all in the Discord chat. I'm like, Home Arcade is back, baby. Let's go. Like, the fighter is back. And this is a Street Fighter. We're not even done yet. We haven't even started yet. Glenn, thank you so much for tuning in, man. We were talking about your FU Cade. So the GRS build a Cade FU is the way to go. I'm just saying. Glenn, it's a little heavy for me. I gotta be honest. It might be priced a little bit too. Like, the 1,000 is like the cap for me. We saw our struggles with the Ant Games Legends pinball. We were like right there. But yes, this is also a tremendously awesome option for a home arcade enthusiast. Again, options before. And Glenn, think about this. Everybody, 60 people in the chat, guys. We were literally handcuffed to what Arcade1Up was gonna do. Yeah, you had your At Games multi-cade, right? But if you wanted to really build out a home arcade with titles after titles and kind of see the marquees like you see behind me, like, we were handcuffed to Arcade1Up not doing anything. And that's where I'm like, hey, let's reskin a WrestleMania. Let's reskin a Golden Axe. Let's do the Frogger. We're going to do those things still, guys. Because, again, this transformation of an XXL arcade is going to take some time. So we'll still have deluxe titles out there. 100%. You took the words right out of my mouth, Adam. You took the words right out of my mouth. Mark's Mental Arcade says John D needs to make an Alien versus Predator cab. That'd be cool. Again, 2 players though. Let's stick it to 2 players. Let's learn a lesson from 3 players and 4 players and all that. Because remember, you got the USB ports, chat. So if somebody wanted to put a control stick on there or a controller or anything, you can plug it in. You can make it more. John D, if you're listening, Adam, if you're listening, only go 2 players. The XXL is already big enough. Like, think about it. So in this row right here, right, I got 5 cabs all lined up. If I were to go XXL, I'm losing 1 cab already because of the width. It's bigger. It's badder now. So again, we're always handicapped to the space of your home arcade. So 2 players max on anything. I don't care about anything else, right? You got those 2 USB ports for that reason. Plug in some sticks and buttons, plug in some fight sticks, plug in controllers. Now you get your 4 players. End of story. Chat, I'm going out saying that, right? That's it. That's just my feelings on that. Just keep it to 2 players. We get as many home arcades in here as we possibly can. Get hype, chat. Guys, let's go. B Kirby's in the house. $10 super chat coming in hot. I also love the Street Fighter 2 artwork. The original cab was basic black with a sticker slapped on it. Yep, I got that right here. I'm looking at it right now. Got it right here. The 90s asphalt, like the Jordan 3s and the 4s, the side of the cab is sick. Yeah, it's just that 90s nostalgia. It's great. There's no complaints on that sidearm. You know, but if you were to do something, and B Kirby, thank you so much for supporting the channel, man, as always. Let's go, dude. I think they do more tribal on the side and, you know, make it black instead of asphalt, but who cares, right? Who cares? You can reskin it yourself if you don't like it. I think this is great. It's great. Take a modern spin. Let's go. You know, I'm so happy that this is just here. Like, who, guys, we never would have thought an XL, XX, an XL, and XXL, whatever Dynamo was coming. And we were going to be stuck just handcuffed as always. But I'm glad it's here. I'm glad it's here finally, guys. We just got to wait a little bit. They're going to fine tune it. And we want to see Adam. We want to see video, pictures. Send them to the Cornercade. Send them to us. We want to see those pictures of the revisions. I want to see that play guard surface. I want to see the right sticks and buttons in there. All the gaps taken care of. The screw cap covers like we talked about. We want to see the UI too, Adam. Everybody knows that. We want to see the UI, see kind of what it looks like. Make it kind of like coin ops, right? Where you're cycling through the games and you can see a picture. That'd be kind of cool. Chat, what do you think? Or you just do like Arcade1Up, whatever. But, you know, do a little spin on it. You got enough power right behind that Pi 5. Do something. Show us something different. Jason Lilalian says there are some Sega cabinets that would also sell extremely well, which is a handful of games if the same parameters were met. And the same with Konami, too. Yeah, you are right on that, my friend. Tony, what's up, man? Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, did we ever check the at game situation? Anybody, can they fire up their table, guys? I'm hosting a show here. I can't do that. Can somebody fire that up and see if at games is down again? I was just playing it before the show. So $6.99 is accurate. Yes. So that's what it's going to be. Okay. There you go. So that's, I kind of have a feeling, right? Righty, guys. Let's go, dude. Relapse Production is a downside for those who want, who have limited space and may not be able to fit an XL cabinet into their living room or bedroom. If Danny gets XXLs, you won't be able to fit as many XXLs in the Cornercade as Arcade1Up cabs. Yes, you are right. And that's the concessions that we have to take. Now, what I did think is, hey, you can line the outside. You got XX here. You got XXLs on the outside, right? And maybe on the inside, we do the deluxes. What do you think about that, dude? Because that way we can still keep the NBA Jam, the Killer Instinct that we did. That's the thing, too, that kind of stinks here. It's like, this is why I was like, oh, I wish I would have got the KI Pro, right? Because, you know, I don't think John D's coming out with a KI, you know? That's the thing that kind of stinks. Although, what if we modded that one behind us into a bigger... Oh! That'd be sweet. But yeah, there's going to be less games, but they're going to be better games, you know? It's going to be exciting, guys. Oh, my God. Guys, I can't get the smile on my face. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. But, I mean, an XXL SNK versus Capcom, or it's something... I mean, you know something's cooking. This is John F. D, for Christ's sakes. Like, this man is not coming out with no boring mumbo jumbo. He's going to bring it. Dare I say, in John we trust? Like, come on, man. Media, what up? Let's go, baby. Vic Vicious, I knew John would be releasing Street Fighter heavy cabs. I'm praying that he releases classics like Cubert, Robotron, Afterburner, Open Ice, etc., etc., etc. Vic Vicious, are you still getting this? Because, you know, you were a big component of the XLs. Adam, what do you think? What do you think? Cubert, Robotron, are those on the docket? Afterburner, Open Ice would be dope. I'll take that. Back to the hat. Let's go. I don't get why people have such a problem with the Street Fighter 2 side art. The side art can be easily addressed after purchase. Yeah, that's we touched on that. I don't know how serious Michael B was. Like, I'm not purchasing it then. Well, that's just bologna sausage, man. Like, come on. Like, that's just crazy talk. Like, it's literally easy. You slap it down, you squeegee, and you fucking take an X-Acto knife through it and you cut it. We got a video. Watch it. Like, if we can do it, anybody can. It's literally the easiest thing possible. Ken, when you do your WWF WrestleMania arcade game cab, are you just gonna hack the MK2 and install the ROM? I'm having Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger, help me with that. We're using a pie. I don't know now that we have we know pie numbers, right? Pie 5, pie 4, pumpkin pie, cherry pie, poontang pie. We don't know. I don't know. I gotta ask him what kind of number pie we're gonna use. I think it's a pie 4, I would assume, but I can ask. But we're gonna put the 3 games on there. We're still gonna do it, and that's something that will still be kept in the cornercade, baby. Because if it's in the middle, which I might think and do, again, this would be, guys, when you have 20 XXLs in your arcade, that's a couple of years down the road, guys. So we'll still get a lot of enjoyment out of this. We're still gonna get a lot of enjoyment out of the Golden Axe Dynamo. It's gonna be weird to have a big Dynamo and baby Dynamo, when you actually see it. But it'll be a fun mod. It'll be a cool video, guys. If you want to do it, not everybody's gonna be getting the XXLs, right? Some people are gonna want to stick with deluxes, and this is a great opportunity for us to show you that you can kind of refresh some of those titles that you never thought was possible, and that you can do too at your home arcade as well. But that's gonna be coming. That's gonna be coming soon. I gotta pay Ezekiel now, so that's gonna be coming. But yeah. Joe Cade. Bingo, he says. I don't think people understand what gamers want. Cabinets that are 3/4 scale because they're dealing with limited space. Yeah, and we knew John was gonna do XL, or in this case XXL, to kind of differentiate themselves from Arcade1Up, but we knew he was gonna want it to go bigger, which is gonna be weird. Like playing Street Fighter on a 19-inch screen, that's gonna be sick. It's gonna be a little bit bigger. Okay, we'll take it. That's dope. I'm excited, guys. June cannot come fast enough. I'm telling you, it cannot come fast enough, guys. Julio Hernandez is still a big fan of the 3/4 scale cabs. Yeah, this is gonna be cool, guys. I can't. What can you say? What can you say? Media 1UP is out here. They're doing their thing, and again, hopefully they'll be working with other companies to produce awesome stuff. This is a great start, though. This is the foundation, right? You got to build your house on a solid foundation. This is it right here. This is gonna look like this is what you're gonna be seeing, guys. You're not even gonna be seeing this tribal art really, because you're gonna be over that. So really, you're only gonna see this. It looks great though. It's gonna be really cool. This is gonna be awesome. Who knows? Maybe we get both, right? Games lineup on here is awesome. 1944, I'm gonna play a lot. I miss that game. Street Fighter Third Strike. I mean, come on now. We'll be playing that. I'll be playing Alpha 3, Alpha 2, Alpha 1. I might hop into Final Fight 2. Final Fight's great beat 'em up. Nice and around. Yeah, I'm gonna play a lot of these games. I'm gonna play all of them, really. Street Fighter 1 would have been cool on here, Adam. That would have been cool just to have, why not, right? Unless you gotta unless there's an agreement of 14 games only or something. But yeah, Street Fighter 2, all the Street Fighter 2s, obviously play those. That's where it started. But yeah, great games lineup. And I'm so excited to see in the future, what we could get, man. Guys, can you picture this? XXL Centipede, whatever, right? Oh man, Bandai Namco, Tekken. They got 1, 2, 3 Tekken Tag and Soul Calibur. Oh my god, guys! I'm getting goosebumps just talking about this. This is crazy. This is crazy. I think I never had that feeling more than I had it now, except for modding, when we were doing the Golden Axe and all that jazz. Fred Bernard's in the house, baby. Let's go. Cornercade, is your Golden Axe project still going to happen? Yes. So I reached out to Joe Sabos and I said, Joe, I ordered the graphics for Golden Axe, but hold on a second. Should I get an Alpha Cab, or actually it would be the World Warrior because it's yellow team molding, and should we just put the graphics on that? Let me know. What should we do, right? And he said, well, can you imagine XXL Golden Axe in a Dynamo form factor? Holy moly, guys. I just want you to envision that. Wow, right? How cool would that be? But yeah, he said he already started it. So I was like, oh, okay. It's well, there goes that, right? So at least I tried, right? But he already started. I felt bad. I was like, oh, I'll just do the deluxe. Again, we're not getting XXLs, we're not getting 20 of them tomorrow, right? It's going to take process. It's going to take some time. And again, there'll still be fans of the deluxe that we can still do some cool things with. But yeah, WrestleMania and Golden Axe is still locked in. Those two are locked in. Frogger's kind of on the outside looking in. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I honestly don't know. This completely has changed the game, guys, and so many reasons. But yeah, Thor KC says, I think the 3/4 and deluxe and the XL and the XXL size of full caps will fit together. Okay. If you want to fit all your cases to match, I wish I could afford your taste, but I can only appreciate from afar. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be weird, like downs because it'd be upsizing, but downsizing because essentially you sell 2 Arcade1Ups, you get 1, XXL, you get 1, John D joint cab, right? So eventually it'll disintegrate. I gotta ask for like Christmas. I gotta ask for an arcade, right? B Kirby said I installed my buy arcade, so buy stuff arcade, 19-inch screens on all my cabs. Wow, dude, that's insane. Dude, B Kirby, you gotta send some of this into the cornercade@gmail.com. So hold on, before we go any further, let me see some of those pictures. That right there, guys. If you're modding, if you got arcades, if you want to show off your game room, email them to me and I'll show them on the show, man. Remember, the premise of this channel is our home arcade brought to you. Let's go. So that's awesome. You put a 19-inch, and I'm thinking about doing that for Time Crisis in the future. But he said I prefer the XL cabs. I have Arcade1Up XLs, and they're so much nicer looking. They look like a real arcade. Show me pictures of that too, like the XL, like Pac-Man. You said you have Killer Instinct, maybe. Up against these 3/4 scale stuff. Let me see the size differences and all that jazz. That would be dope. Oh my God, B Kirby, we got to see your home arcade, man. Yeah, Big Fishes, we played it before. That Street Fighter 3 soundtrack is awesome. If the speakers don't pound, then I'm installing a Logitech Z313 sound system like we did in Adam. Make sure the speakers pound, all right? But also we want to have it adjustable, so like we can crank them up and they're dope because we're all going to be listening to that soundtrack. And then we want to be able to turn it down. So if the kids are sleeping and it's late at night, I can still play my games, right? It's kind of hard to do that with the and the X-Men 97 cab that we got children like Adam because it's so loud. Like even volume 1 is like blowing the roof off. Thorkey says I just have to figure out how many / few Arcade1Ups I have to sell to afford an XL. Yeah, we're in that same boat, man. We're in that same boat. Yeah, decisions for sure. Haunt Kate, I hear you about the 2-player form factor, but 6-player X-Men with a 32-inch monitor would be badass. 100%. 100%, my guy. I completely agree with you. Completely agree. That you make the exception for, right? Julio Hernandez says, Danny, how many how well do Arcade1Up sell on Marketplace? Trying to sell at least 3 cabs to make room. Sometimes they go and then sometimes they don't. I've had Big Buck Hunter up for months, and I think it's maybe the price point. For me, 400 is a sweet spot. 400 is where they fly, and I want to get at least 500 for Big Buck because we got the $200 Retro 530 marquee in there. So I want a little bit more, So, but yeah, like 400 is a sweet spot. That's what I usually go. I got one of the Mortal Kombat's up for sale because I'm going to be buying Ezekiel's. Really thinking like a weird switch on all this stuff. So, but yeah, 400 is a sweet spot. We usually get pretty lucky with that. But recently, not a lot of cabs have been selling for us. It's just kind of been like hit or miss. I recently, like a month ago, sold The Simpsons or something for 400. I didn't want to let that go, but again, now it's like, that didn't have a slant to the control panel. And it's like, now with going this XXL, it's like, yeah, I'm good with just kind of clearancing as we kind of go through here and starting to upgrade to this XXL form factor. But yeah. All right, here, where are we at? All right, let's do this. Okay, Danny, show us the Robotron. I did in the beginning. I'll show it to you now. Here you go. I know you can't hear me too well. Look at this. Beautiful. That's an awesome shirt, guys. Awesome. If you want a shirt, go harass Stock Jock. I'll tell you where to get it. I think you ordered off Amazon or something. Beautiful shirt. It comes in a tall too. I'm an XL tall, and it fits perfectly. Let's go. Yeah, Fred Burner, perhaps. But again, this is going to be a long process. It's going to be a long process. We're not going to have a full home arcade overnight. It's going to take some time, but we'll get there. We'll get there with upgrading. And the cool thing is, like, all these come with lit coin doors for right now, so it's beautiful. I don't have to do anything with this cabinet. It's already done. Like, I don't got to change out the marquee. I'm not going to have to. I might have to change out the controls, the buttons, but I was doing that before, and that's fun. That's easy to do. That's easy to do. Thor KC says, just based on the visits to Costco, I am inclined to believe that the 19-inch monitor, being the size of the original arcade cabinet, helps make it stand out. Yeah, it's gonna be cool playing some of these games on a 19-inch. I'm so used to the 17 inches, guys. It's crazy. This is all just crazy. To think where we started in the corner arcade with one arcade, it turned into three in the corner of our living room, to now we have an entire room full of deluxe models, to now with the possibility of Arcade1Up not even being a thought, right? It's like, oh, they could have like an XL here and there. Okay, cool, I'll get that. That's really crazy to think. It was all hitting me. Like, it all just hits you. It's like, holy cow, like this literally was a nuke that got leveled on the home arcade community. And I knew people were gonna go crazy. All it took was something special, and this is part of it. Being a Dynamo XL, we've never seen that before. Doing the right World Warrior skin is gonna be awesome. Getting the marquee right, getting the artwork right. Then I think going forward, like, what possibilities could really truly come to fruition? I mean, that is what everybody here, the 52 people that are watching, are truly wanting to discover. Like, what could and will be. Like, that's where it's really like, wow, like, holy cow, like, guys, I always told you guys to get hyped, get excited, let's fucking go, let's get hyped, right? Like, this is truly like, guys, like, watch out, man. Watch out. John D. Evo, something could happen there. This is gonna be cool. It's gonna be an awesome ride. And it's not just Media One Up, that's gonna be a bulk of it. It's gonna be awesome to see what Wonderland Amusements is doing. Arcade1Up, and maybe they come up with their XL here and there. You never wish for a company to go south, but it's like, you guys got to do something, right? Relapse. Great question. Any day now, to be quite honest with you. I think Ezekiel's finishing up putting in the games. Ezekiel's a busy, busy man, guys. I don't think he's the nicest guy. I've met a lot of nice guys. Jason, I think Jason, Little Alien, and Ezekiel have got to be 1A and 1B, or whatever, however you want to phrase it. A and 1A, right? Of the nicest guys in this home arcade community. I surround myself with only good people. So it makes life a lot easier. But yeah, he's like, you gotta configure the buttons to the Pi or whatever, and I want him to attach the Pi and the monitor. So then I'll go through, and me and my wife will reskin everything, make it look nice, and we'll do a video very similar to Killer Instinct, how we show you how to do it. And we'll be doing that. I gotta pay him, so what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to sell. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna sell Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, and then like rebring those cabs in because he bought the cabs. Or I might just buy all the parts from him and just bring everything in here and keep these two cabs and reskin them. Technically, then I'd be without a Street Fighter if I'm making this a Golden Axe. So for WrestleMania, everything is good to go. I just got to go buy it from him, like buy the whole lot, right? He's got everything. He's ready to go. With the Golden Axe, I think I just got to wait on Joe Sabos. I know it takes time, but I think he can get it out to me in a reasonable time. Let's just say that. And then all I would need to do is buy buttons for Golden Axe. I have the encoder and PCB here. We would be 100% set. So that will be moving quite quickly, actually. And then I don't know if I want to invest any more money in deluxes. I'm kind of on the fence with like Frogger. I do think like doing these mods, if you do sell them in the future, you'd get more than 400. I would think, right? I think reasonably speaking, like 600 for the Golden Axe would be a fair price point. Who knows what happens, all right? So it's like 200 for the Sabos graphics, and somebody would kill to have that in their home arcade. Are you kidding me? A deluxe golden axe. I mean, that's done right. Like, this isn't done with slapping it together. This is the best quality that can be done. Also waiting on a G.I. Joe custom built control panel for that as well, because there's not 6 buttons in there. There's 3. So that's something I am looking forward to as well. But yeah. Ken says, shouldn't you change your channel to the full roomcade? It's funny. Cornercade that's what it's at, man. It's just it rang. It rang. My wife thought of the name when we were thinking of names, like, what should we call it? Like, this is before we ever had a channel, right? She was like the left wing arcade or something, or she said like right wing arcade. I'm like, because it's like in like the corner. I'm like, no, that sounds too political. I was like, what about the cornercade? It's in the corner. I'm like, that's and then it just that's where it rang ever since. It just took off from there, right? That's great. Julio Hernandez, Danny, what is the next product coming to the cornercade? We need an unboxing. I was gifted the Pac-Man Plus Deluxe from someone in the community, which until they want me to tell them who they are, I'm gonna keep them nameless. But I was gonna do an unboxing from that, but we just decided to build it with our family. I could always do a review on that, but there's not anything really that's coming. We're all in on the XXL like right now. Like that will probably be the next product, guys. Unless Arcade1Up comes out with an XL, it's gonna knock our socks off, right? But I mean, they would have done that at CES. That's the time to announce things, guys. So I truly think that that's going to be the route that we take, guys. What about you? What's coming to the Julio Hernandez cade, right? Like, what are you guys looking forward to next? And the Wonderland pinball. My wife's the breadwinner, and she wants that. So we might have to sell a couple Arcade1Ups to bring that in here. So there might be some changes, guys. There might be some new faces and some new places. We'll see. We'll see what happens, right? But it's going to be exciting. The future is going to be exciting. Speculation is back. Say home arcade is back. Speculation's back, baby. Because now we can truly speculate on what titles could possibly come and be a John D joint collaboration, Cab guys. If you got nothing for me, we're gonna wrap this show up, wrap the stream up, guys. I appreciate it as always for each and every one of you coming by to the cornercade, hanging out with me, supporting the channel. Guys, Wonderland is back, baby. They got their Kickstarter well underway. Again, that link is going to be in this video's description. Iconic Arcade just knocked the socks out of everything. CES was hyped, baby. Let's go. And Arcade1Up is pretty much, I don't know what they're doing. We shall see. Hopefully something comes out. Guys, I appreciate it. Give this video a like on your way out, guys. We got 55 people in the house. Thank you, each and every one of you, for coming by. Should we do a show Tuesday before we get out of here? Guys, you want to see me Tuesday? It's okay if you don't. I know there can only be so much of me that you guys can handle. But if you want to see me Tuesday, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments down below. Maybe we'll go on Tuesday too. Have some fun. Talk to you guys. Get some people in here that have different opinions. And what are their takes on all this new product and madness that's going on in the home arcade community, baby. But guys, give this video a like on your way out. And as always, this is Danny from the Cornercade, and we will see you all in the next one. See you guys. Let's go. Get hyped. So you guys want me on Tuesday? Dan Z's back, baby. 50th birthday on Tuesday. Congratulations, buddy. Let's go. All right, Tuesday it is. Hey, the people have spoken. Brett Burner, we're not going to, hopefully we'll do something different, right? Vic Vicious, take it easy. Honkade says Tuesday. Honkade says Tuesday. Manuel the Wise Guy, Tuesday. Okay, it's about to go down, guys. Let's go. Get hyped. Oh, it's great. Oh, J-Rod, he says, I'm watching the latest Mike B video. Did he just drop one? What's going on? So the Fast and Furious at Costco's all sold out. Wait, the Fast and Furious was at Costco? What? Are you sure, buddy? Because they only do XLs. We'll see. The birthday show. That's right, dude. Let's go. That's awesome, Dancy. Even though you're a Cardinals fan, still love you here. Still love you at the Corner Cave, man. I'm a Cubby fan. So everything Chicago. Give him the thumbs up. Let's go, dude. We need to get you guys got to give this video a thumbs up on your way out because we got to go now. I gotta have some birthday cake, guys. It's my son's birthday. He's sleeping. Shh. But I gotta get some cake. He had a Spider-Man cake. I mean, come on, I gotta get me some of that. I still haven't had it. It's like I saved it for after the show because the frosting is blue and I didn't want my whole face to be turned blue. Like, how funny would that be, right? Guys, get out of here. I'll leave each and every one of you. Get out. Love you. See you in the next one. Peace.